Hello, welcome to AN Community. In this particular video, we are going to discuss the concept of Madhyama Rogamarga. In the previous sessions, we have discussed the concept of Abhyantara Rogamarga as well as Bahya Rogamarga were being discussed. Today, we are going to discuss about the context of Madhyama Rogamarga. When you think about the Rogamarga, as we have discussed earlier, it is nothing but the mode of the movement of the pathogens happening inside the body. As such, there are three types of Rogamarga being explained: Abhyantara, Bahya, and Madhyama Rogamarga. So, depending upon the nature of the movement of the pathogens is going to take place, they are being named. When you want to know about this particular Madhyama Rogamarga, we need to know about the Rogamarga understanding in terms of compartment and circulatory system as per Western medicine understanding, and circulatory system as per Ayurveda understanding, that is intravascular compartment. And you need to know about the capillary functions, number of the capillaries in the body, and Starling forces in the capillary. So these are the things that should be known. When you think about the understanding as such, so the alimentary canal, that is being termed as the Abhyantara Rogamarga. So the reason Abhyantara Rogamarga, in the sense, most of the food substances, most of the diseases are considered to be happening because of the abnormal Agni, which is leading to the formation of Ama. That means nearly around 90% or above of the diseases are considered to be because of abnormal digestive fire. So that means the presence of the pathogens that starts in the alimentary canal. Hence, that is being considered to be very, very important. Whereas the Bahya Rogamarga, in the sense, the intravascular compartment, interstitial compartment, and intracellular compartment outside the bones, joints, and Marma, plus Snayu and Kandara connected with these, they are being considered as the Bahya Rogamarga. Whereas Madhyama Rogamarga is one, that is the intravascular compartment, interstitial compartment, and intracellular compartment inside the bones, joints, and Marma, and Snayu and Kandara connected with these, they are being termed as Madhyama Rogamarga. As far as circulatory system, from the Western physiology point of view, so that is mainly considered to be of two categories: systemic circulation and pulmonary circulation. Systemic circulation, in the sense where the blood is moving from the heart to different parts of the body, whereas pulmonary circulation refers to the movement of the blood taking place from the heart to lungs. When you think about the whole blood as 100%, nearly around 91% of the blood will be present in the systemic circulation, whereas 9% of the blood is present in the pulmonary circulation. Among the 91% of the 60 systemic circulation, nearly around 7% of the blood is present in the heart. 13% of the blood is present in the arterioles. 7% of the blood is present in the arterioles and capillaries. And 64% of the blood is present in the veins. Whereas the number of the capillaries present in the adult human body, it's around 10 billion capillaries. Nearly around 100 crores of capillaries are present in the adult human body. And the speed of the movement of the blood is taking place in the capillaries, that's around 0.5 to 1 millimeter per second. And the blood flow is not continuous in the capillaries. They are intermittent. So that means when you think about the whole 1 minute, the blood flow is happening in the capillaries maximum up to 2 times per minute. Once or twice only that is going to take place. The blood flow will be taking place in the capillaries. As far as the intravascular compartment understanding, when you think about it, whatever these pathogens are present, more than 90% of the cases that will be coming through the alimentary canal. That may either enter through the stomach, or that may enter through the small intestine, or that may enter through the large intestine. So these pathogens are usually macromolecules. As they are macromolecules, as soon as they getting absorbed from either from the stomach or small intestine, large intestine, they are going to taken up by the lymphatic system. From there, that will be entering into the thoracic duct. From there, that will be entering into the superior vena cava. From there, it will be entering into the heart. From there, it will be entering into the arteries and capillaries. That is, from the capillaries of the stomach, small intestine, large intestine, till the capillaries of the cardiovascular system, that is being considered to be intravascular compartment. So this one we need to remember as far as the pathological events which can happen in the human body as such. As far as the Starling forces are concerned, so Starling forces, they are nothing but the pressure gradients happening because of the presence of water portion and proteins and electrolytes. The water portion is responsible for the hydrostatic pressure, and proteins and electrolytes, they are responsible for the oncotic pressure, wherein the movement of the fluid, oxygen, nutrients, etc., that will be taking place from the capillary to interstitial spaces at the arteriolar end, whereas the reverse movement is going to take place, that is the water portion, etc., from the interstitial space to the capillaries at the venous end. So this is going to happen because of the pressure gradients which are being generated by either hydrostatic pressure and oncotic pressure, which is being present at the capillaries as well as at the interstitial spaces as such. The whole mechanism is understood by Starling forces. For that, there is a specific video that is being mentioned, is being depicted in this particular channel. Go to that particular video. As far as the understanding of Madhyama Rogamarga is concerned, that is Marmani Punaha Basti Hridaya Murdhadini Asti Sandayo Asti Sanyogaha Tatra Upanibaddhascha Snayu Kandaraha Madhyama Rogamarga. So that is Marmani, all these vital points, 107 Marma, that is Basti, Hridaya, Murdha, etc. Either that may be Sadhya Pranahara Marma or Kalantara Pranahara Marma, etc. Plus Asti Sandayo, that is the bones and joints. Asti Sanyogaha, Tatra Upanibaddhascha Snayu Kandaraha. And Snayu and Kandara connected to the Asthi, they are being categorized under Madhyama Rogamarga. As far as the understanding of Madhyama Rogamarga is concerned, so here there is the modified picture of what we can say the compartments of the human body. That is schematic representation of human body. So here there is the somewhat a blue colored line, blue colored rectangle, which is being depicted by multiple yellow squares. That is being considered to be the different body parts. So that means the pathogens, they are going to enter from the either stomach or small intestine, large intestine, that will be entering via these into the capillaries of stomach or small large intestine, that will be entering into the intravascular compartment. From there, that will be entering into the different body parts, depending upon the nature of the Nidana Sevana as such. From there, it will be entering into the interstitial compartment. From there, it will be entering into the intracellular compartment. So here, the several body parts are being explained. For example, head is depicted by H, N refers to neck, U refers to upper limb, T refers to thorax, A refers to abdomen, P refers to pelvis, L refers to lower limb, K refers to knee, and F refers to foot. So whenever the person is doing any kind of the adhyasana, etc., and Vishama, Viruddhasana, etc., so that will be leading to the inflammation or infection to happen in the stomach. From there, if the person is going for the Advagamana, in the sense excessive walking, in the sense the more amount of the blood supply is needed to the lower limb, that may be either to the hip joint, or that may be to the knee joint, or that may be to the foot region. In this particular occasion, let us assume the blood supply is happening to the knee joint. So that means the pathogens, they are being getting absorbed from either stomach or small intestine, large intestine. That will be entering via intravascular compartment to the lower limb. That too to the knee joint, where excessive movement is taking place. From there, it will be entering into the interstitial compartment of knee joint. From there, it will be entering into the intracellular compartment of the knee joint. This is one way of entry of pathogens that is going to take place from the alimentary canal to the knee joint. There is another way where there may be a possible entry of pathogen that is going to take place. So that is if there is any trauma is happening to the knee joint. For example, during the sports as such, during the running, if the person is falling down, at that particular time he is getting the injury to the knee joint. That is another way of entry of pathogen that is going to take place uh, from the exterior to the human body. So here it is the knee joint. That is the second way of entry of pathogen that is going to take place in this particular occasion. So that means depending upon the nature of the pathogens, etc., and he is doing excessive walking, etc., the more amount of the pathogens are entering into the lower limb. That too, in this particular example, it is to the knee joint. Thereby, the person will be having the increased blood supply to the knee joint. That's how the pathogens will be moving from the arteries as well as capillaries which are supplying to the knee joint. From there, it will be entering into the interstitial compartment. From there, it will be entering into the intracellular compartment. Thereby, the person will be having the clinical presentation related to knee joint. Here, these are the different examples of the Madhyama Rogamarga as such. That is the head. That is where there may be a possible head injury, etc. That may have the impact. So that may be associated with either the person may have loss of consciousness or altered state of consciousness, or the person may have the loss of strength in one side of the body, etc. Or the person may have seizure attacks, etc. The elbow joint, trauma to the elbow joint, etc. Or wrist joint, excessive writing, etc. Then the bladder or the genitals, trauma to that may be leading to the clinical presentation related to that particular part. Excessive walking here as such. In that way, these are the different examples of a Madhyama Rogamarga. If there is any kind of the entry of the pathogens, is going to take place either through the blood or from the external side, such as head trauma to the head, etc. The person will be developing the clinical manifestation related to that particular part of the body. So here, as they are considered to be the Marma, Asthi and Sandhi, they are categorized under Madhyama Rogamarga. That's how the clinical manifestation will be related to these particular parts only. To summarize, Madhyama Rogamarga includes Marma, Asthi and Sandhi plus Snayu and Kandara connected to that particular Asthi as such. The pathogens that can enter either via blood in the sense through the oral cavity, etc. That from that will be entering into the stomach or small intestine, large intestine. From there it will be entering into the blood. From there it will be entering into the intravascular compartment. From there it will be entering into the capillaries, where the other way, that is excessive movement, etc., that is going to take place. For example, excessive thinking, there may be a possibility of entry of the blood into the head region, or head trauma, excessive blood, or pathogens that can move into the head region as such, or otherwise there may be a possibility of excessive walking. The movement of the blood is going to take place from the intravascular compartment to the knee joint or the joints of the lower limb as such, or muscles of the lower limb as such, or there may be a possibility of other way, that is external source, such as trauma to the body or trauma to the body part. So the main reason to know about this is to make the reversal of the movement of the pathogens from the Madhyama Rogamarga to the Abhyantara Rogamarga, which is comparatively difficult when you compare the presence of pathogens in the Bahya Rogamarga and Abhyantara Rogamarga as such. Dear NA community, that's all for today. What are the major key takeaways from today's discussion? Mention in the comment box below. And what is the one video that you'd like to hear in the coming days in this particular channel? Mention in the comment box below, and spread this particular video to maximum number of true Nidana learners, so that we can make a huge movement out of this particular small message. That's all for today. Something more in the next video. Thank you.